Dirita. No, lang, dirita. Mario, dirita. Aling Lourdes, dirita. Okay? Panahon ko ng suspek. Dito. Dito. Urong mo gamay. Urong mo gamay. Para makita nyo one time, big time press con. Diba? Isa lang na. Siguro lang po natin. Wala ka natin yung suspect. Arnold, ikaw mag-facilitate ha. Yung posas ilipat sa harap. Ang posas ilipat sa harap. Tagal sa harap. Tagal. Para dito.
Sir, tsura muna namin sir.
Ba, nandito ang mga big boss.
Dapat kami dyan.
Alright, makaligan.
Okay.
Mama, gusto mo yung ating atas, atas.
Ipasok mo muna, dapat hindi ka pasok. Para pagkatapos ng sising doon sana dito pasok.
Mayong Konto sa Tanan, welcome for the PRO 7. We'd like to announce that the GP is here for the press call regarding the Christine Lee Silawan case, murder case. First, kauban na to ang mother o father ni Christian Lily. Ang request lang nila, walay pangutana sa ilaha. Unya-unya, kaya medyo na karoon ng anniversary sa pagkapatay ni Christine, mag-issues na sila. Okay? Tapos, isa pang request nila sa inyo ha, kung pwede, di na sila atuan sa balay o mag-interview. Dahil munang misugod sila mo ani karon para magpakita, but they will not answer any comment. Pwede ba to?
Yes, sir.
Ha? Huwag may manubag. Pwede ba to?
Yes, sir.
Ha? Sige. So, ang advice ni CPNP, bago sila mulakaw, pakutanan po natin sila. No? Kung na sila gusto istorya. Kung di na mo istorya, okay lang. Nang, kung na mo istorya, siguro just say thank you and God bless everybody. Diba? So, ang facilitator po nato, ang presidente sa Pro 7 Press Corps. Isa-isa lang ang pakutanan ng palaway gubot. Okay? So, welcome and let's start the press con.
Okay, we prepared a formal message here. So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, good noon. We're glad to announce that the joint elements of Lapu-Lapu City Police Office and the Regional Crime Investigation and Detective Unit, or RCDU-7, arrested a certain Renato Llenes, alias Renren, for violation of RA 10591 and Comelec Gunban on April 9, 2019 at 3:30 p.m. along Bangkal Road, Bangkal Proper, Barangay Bangkal, Lapu-Lapu City. Confiscated from the suspect is a caliber .45 Norinco pistol bearing serial number BA 30888-11-246 with magazine loaded with 6 rounds of live ammunition. The arrested suspect, alias Renren, is a person of interest in the Christine Lee Silawan murder case that transpired on March 11, 2019 at the vacant lot in Mahayahay, Barangay Bangkal, Lapu-Lapu City. The suspect was seen in the series of CCTV footages where the victim was last seen being traced based on contents of the exchanges in the Facebook and Messenger between Llenes and the victim that prompted the joint team of LCPO and RCDU 7 to continuously conduct surveillance and stakeout against the suspect. Further, alias Renren, 43 years old, married, unemployed, with live-in partner and 5 children presently residing at Sitio Tigcahon, Barangay Bangkal, Lapu-Lapu City, is listed in the drug watch list of LCPO. Aside from the caliber 45 that was confiscated from the suspect, there were other pieces of evidence seized in the possession and control of the suspect related to the killing of Christine Lee Silawan. The suspect, assisted by 2 lawyers, a private lawyer and one from the Public Attorney's Office, executed an extrajudicial confession on April 9, 2019 at Lapu-Lapu City Police Office. In his extrajudicial confession, alias Renren voluntarily narrated his involvement in the killing of Christine Lee Silawan because he was haunted by his conscience. Accordingly, he killed Christine Lee Silawan on March 10, 2019 between the periods from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. with the use of scissor. He narrated that he was obsessed with Christine. However, they had a quarrel as Christine told him that she was no longer a virgin and that prompted him to stab the victim with a scissor. He still tried to satisfy his carnal desire, but no penetration has been made for the reason of no erection. He also narrated that they became friends through Facebook and constant chatting. The victim sent him friend requests, which Llenes confirmed. He used CJ Diaz as his FB account, which is a dummy account. After they became friends, the two chatted more frequently, and suspects started courting the victim. Sometime on March 10, 2019, they agreed to meet at Sacred Heart of Jesus Parish Church at Pahak, Lapu-Lapu City at about 6 p.m., which was their first meeting. They met and Christine was surprised because he was too old for her. They chatted and continued to walk, going towards the direction of the Tag Maribago until they reached the passageway going to the vacant lot situated at the back of Pacific Villa Subdivision, Sitio Mahayahay, Pahak, Lapu-Lapu City. He recounted to her all their conversation in Facebook Messenger and was convinced that he was CJ Diaz. He admitted that he stabbed Christine several times because he got jealous and at that time under the influence of illegal drugs. He peeled off Christine's face so that she will not be identified. He revealed that he learned the way of peeling off the face of the victim through Facebook and Momo Challenge video and YouTube. After the peeling off of Christine's face, he took the victim's bag and carried the peeled off skin and walked away from the crime going towards the direction of Mahayahay, Bangkal, Lapu-Lapu City. In the early morning of 7 a.m. March 11, 2019, alias Renren heard the news that the dead body of Christine Lee Silawan was found at the vacant lot at the back of Pacific Villa Subdivision, Mahayahay, Bangkal, Lapu-Lapu City. He was haunted by his conscience and pitied the innocent boy arrested by NBI 7 and the victim Christine. He went into hiding, moving from Mandawi City to Cebu City Cathedral every day. Moreover, the members of the SITG, together with the suspect and his 2 lawyers, conducted ocular inspections on April 10, 2019 in coordination with the NBI 7 investigators at the immediate vicinity of the crime scene where the subject had initially been. Thank you and good luck.
Sir, ito pala yung private lawyer. Attorney, Sir, siya po nag-assistant sa lahat sa all to audio.
May doon.
Ay mo ba rin? Zoom lang mo. Ulo. Sirisa. Ulo. Main. Dalaw. Ulo.
Arnold, akong microphone.
SM.
Kuha ka niya mga sipon. Oy, down, oy. Chip.
Questions, wala kayong tanong, thank you and good.
Meron sa
Arnold, proceed man.
Balik ka lang pa, balik.
Wala gusto yung tanongin siya, yun muna.
Mga mabasag yung laptop isa.
Bunggal na ako sa bunting.
Yeah.
Ngayon na akong liwa ang yan na.
Ganong imong iwa?
Kadalimay lang yun na.
Kapila na niya mo ha?
Ako pa.
Dugay na kakailan ni Christine.
Ako yun.
Pila ka mo at
Sa Facebook lang.
Personally mo.
Wala pa.
Pero first time to yung meeting.
Hit.
Hindi mo siya na-ring?
Wala. Una wala ko sa bubungan na patay na siya.
nanay mo siyang itungga ba sa
Ayan, may awas na ito. Sa Facebook ko yan yun lang. Kaya, karang day, ako sige pa ba, hindi ko tinod si G.
So ikaw nagpaila kang si Gideon?
naglakot siya nga hindi ko si CJ.
Wala man, hukiron.
Boss?
Wala nga itong story, ito niya.
Sige, matis ko sa'yo.
Ito niya,
Sige, ano mo?
wala sa age niya, sige ko na sila.
So, pwede niyo manitali ang unang pagkita ninyo dito sa simbahan hangtod dito sa crime scene?
Ako na confession ako na lang.
Nagsabot mo itong drawas nga mag-abot mo.
Oo, nagsabot nga niya.
Yun sa ninyo pagsabot?
Makita mo yan ito sa simbahan.
Sa Manite?
O chat no.
Buntag na.
Kana sa buntag gabi. Pero ako sige lang ako gabi.
Pero antong yun sa Bakanting Luna, gano'n nakaabot mo dito sa
Sige, yahay mo sige bilak ko. Ito man no. Ito na link ko na siya. Makatuan din kung sila kung yung ex. Ako sa na ilado ko na diya kay hindi ka sa pagpapita sa piso ko sa. Say kasulti din sa pamilya sa akin. Mga ilang pasaylo sa akong nabuhat sa ako.
Nakonsensya dyan ka.
Nakonsensya dyan ko.
Bay atoy gayon na bay naka-drugs ka ato bay nakagamit ka.
Gumoy ko sa droga.
nagamit ka ito, gayon na, nakagamit ka.
Nganong wa ka mo surrender sa police?
Tungod kay nadlo ko kay inuhan ng mutay patong ang ulo na
okay.
kinsa ako surenderan kung ako dahil
Okay.
Karon na niangkot ka sa crime sa iyo gusto may taboto mo sa ka suspect.
gusto na ko magawas na siya. Wala tayo hirapon doon tes tanan. Wala ko kailan niya.
Okay. Lamat. No.
Sige na. Attorney, gawas na nato.
Sir.
Gawas na.
Yes sir, nandiyan pa kasi.
Okay na. Kana din ni Suspek.
Okay, so sa atong mga viewers, maoto ang 43-year-old suspect sa pagpatay ni Christine Silawan.
Thank you, sir.
There's a tight security revolving around him. And as you heard earlier, he admitted to killing 16-year-old Christine Lee Silawan.
There were two attorneys that assisted him, one a private lawyer and one coming from the public attorney's office. And basically, the feedback that we got from the attorneys is he's consistent with sa mga sinasabi niya. And accordingly, ginawa niya ito because of his desire talaga dito kay Christine. So, ito yung nakikita natin, and of course, this person is really under the influence of drugs. And he admitted na matagal na siya gumagamit ng illegal na droga. So, we just want to add that we were able to recover the season with blood, of course, and his t-shirt na may blood din, and all other evidence that were submitted to Crime Lab and will be subjected for DNA. Well, that will be up to the appreciation of the court already. That will be up to the appreciation of the court. Hindi kami na pwede mag-decide doon. Yes, of course, we coordinated in respect with the NBIs. No? Wala naman silang reklamo. And we coordinated with the NBI immediately after the arrest of this person. And until this morning, we also coordinated with the National Bureau of Investigation. Well, we can probably say it's solved, no? Pag-file ng kaso, and of course, it will boost our case kapag labas ng DNA test, no? That will boost yung sinasabi niya, yung extrajudicial confession niya. We can probably say that this case is solved but never closed. Hindi rin natin alam kung nagsasabi rin siya ng totoo na mag-isa siya. Although in the CCTV footage talaga, lumalabas na talagang siya lang ang kasama ni Christine during that time.
So, nagkuha natin yung mga evidence ng bag?
Yes, merong nakuha. Saan yung mga evidence? You show them. Ano? Yung mga nakuha. Yung mga nakuha sa kanya. Nasaan? Akala ko na dyan. Yung mga scissors, yung mga ano.
Diyan, sir. Na-miss pa lang, sir. Sir. Nalpanan, sir. Lost in translation.
Sir, kasi consolidation
No, this will be a separate case. This will be a separate case because this is a separate person.
General, masasabi ba natin makakaya niya talaga sa yung successor?
Well, ang dala kasi niyang scissor accordingly is yung panggupit. Matalim yung panggupit. And as he said, nakita niya to dito sa YouTube, sa Facebook, at saka dyan sa yung Momo channels. So, this lahat ito nakuha niya through the social media, through the internet.
Hindi sa tinuruan na bumot sa atin.
No, nakita niya doon sa kung paano.
General, the issue has been escalated to the president. So, what will you be cascading to the president?
Actually, I reported the arrest already since last night. Well, he's really very concerned dahil una lumabas na nga ito previously sa media. So through his aide camp, tinanong kung ano na ang update. So next ko lang yung report ng PRO 7 dun sa aide so that she can show it to the president. And of course, I think with this development, the president is more than happy.
Sino tatanggap ng bounty?
I really don't know kung sino yung based doon sa law. I don't know kung may bounty.
Yes, sir. Actually, hindi ko alam saan galing yung bounty, sir. We pledge it to the media, but yung advisory council namin, magbigay na 100,000, yun ang kaya kong i-present. Actually, we are aiming for 2 persons. Yung nag-identify, una, plus yung nagturo, kaya namin siya nahuli. Because kung di namin siya nahuli, tatakbo na siya for the sir. So yun yung i-offer namin na dalawa ng agent, sir.
What's important here is after the incident, alam ng SITG na there's somebody here na based doon sa doon sa mga chats ni Christine nakikita sa Facebook and Messenger. So doon ito nag-stem yung investigation.
May spot promotion ba sa mga pulisan?
We'll see. It depends on the recommendations of the regional director. Why not? Kung talagang somebody deserve it.
May mga bilis ako.
Akala ko na meron kayo.
Anyway, nandiyan yung sapatos. Yan ang sapatos doon.
Ay, doon!
And then,
Asa yung siso?
dito siya po, Caesar.
Oh, this is the scissor. May blood stains yan.
Yes, sir.
Yung t-shirt niya may blood stains din.
Philip so, sir, kasi iba nalalaban yung itim. Iba din natin.
Yes, actually it was already submitted to our crime laboratory for DNA. And our crime laboratory said that DNA test results can come up to minimum of 2 days until 2 weeks usually. Depende. Kasi dadalhin pa yan sa Manila, not here, diba? Wala kasi tayong dito. So we have to bring that to the crime laboratory sa Kamprami. Well, number one is yung yung sinasabi niya, is an extradition confession, no? Yung mga CCTV footages na sa natin. And of course, ito na DNA, that will prove guilty already. Yung mga nakukang evidence sa kanya. Yes, we believe so. That there are blood stains dun sa niya kasi hindi pa nalabas yung t-shirt niya. And of course, yung siso na sinasabi ng ginamit niya. Wala yung we've been scoring the area for the whole day yesterday. Walang nakuha doon sa lugar niya. Anong lugar niya?
Kinapon niya doon tuloy sa Renato sana pagkataas. We'll show you the video. We'll show you the video. Next, you'll be
They have some pieces of evidence Number one is yung cellphone ng bata. The cellphone ng victim. Probably we can ask them to give it to us. But of course, after anong sabihin nga ng korte. Kasi remember, they filed a case also. Diba? They also filed a case. This will be up to the appreciation of the company. siya maging witness kasi he's been denying the incident, no? Itong 17-year-old na, although yung sabi nga natin, yung 17 years old na nakuha ay nasa custody pa rin ng DSWD. Remember, no, hindi naman ito nakawala. So we are still in control of the situation.
From the shoes of the 17-year-old of Christine Lee Silawan. That included yung DNA on the shoes. That was evidence na siya daw yung nasa crime scene.
Yung 17 years old. Well, sabi ko that will be up to depreciation of the court. No? Hindi kami ang pwedeng siguro magbigay ng decision. And then, if they can prove it properly, then wala tayo there's some hit, no? Based on the evidence also. Depende yan sa mga evidence na mag-represent sa court. Sabi ko nga, on the appreciation of the court.
How about the results of forensic examination na Christine Lee Silawan was raped because of the hematoma findings in her body?
Well, we respect that. No? Ang makikita naman niya. Although nang sinasabi niya, yun ang sinasabi niya. Kasi, remember, hindi na kami ang nag-conduct ng autopsy doon sa doon sa victim.
Actually, sir, yung sinabi nilang DNA, sir, hindi ay kung gumawa.
Yung walang penetration na meron.
Sir, actually, sa standard crime lab, no penetration, which is kasama doon sa testimony na wala talagang penetration.
Pero sinasabi ko
actually, did the PAO openly said that? Yes, it's up to them to explain. Okay, I already informed you and let the experts discuss it. We have no authority for that. Basta we follow all the findings natin. We are only one government, we are one investigating team, so we are sharing. I already requested you, kami pa sa bumi.
The findings that you will follow will be the crime lab.
Well, yung crime lab, crime lab sa amin, no? And probably, yung findings naman nila and our, there's nothing conflicting or strongly. Yung sinasabi lang naman ng penetration, there's a different, probably different interpretation dun sa penetration. No? Remember, ginalaw niya talaga at gusto niyang galawin. Pwede naman niya kasi, yung the mere pagdampi ng, di ba? Or even the hands, pwedeng yan kasi. No? It depends on the actual interpretation. No? Dun sa kung ano talagang kung ano talagang hindi sabihin.
You missed it for questions, right? You don't report it. No. Sino mo limit on question? You limit only. No more question? Sandali, kanina ka pa.
How did the police identify the suspect compared to how the NBI presented it?
Okay, we'll answer that later on. Any other question?
The series of surveillance, no? This is actually an intelligence-driven operation. Kaya there were surveillance made, there were check on the Facebook account of the victim. Doon lumabas yan. Because doon sa paggamit niya verify kung sino yung CJ Diaz. The CJ Diaz. Kung napakita yung mukha ng bata, kasi bata rin siya. Yung lumabas na...
Doon na lang tayo na sa CJ.
Ginamit kasi ng daming account. So from that daming account yung Yes, please don't show the picture of the boys. They are minors. Ang mga bata, mga minors. At mga magandang lalaki. That's why when they met dun sa, allegedly, when they met dun sa simbahan, medyo na si Christine. Parang hindi ikaw yung kachat ko. Parang gano'n. First, una, pakilala siya na he is the driver of CJDS actually. So pumayag pa rin si Christine na sumama. Thinking na driver lang talaga siya nung kachat niya na CJDS. Na kasi na-frustrate si Christine yung nakita niya, he is too old at hindi siya ang nandun sa picture, doon sa FB.
Sir, one question. Can you expound more on the Momo challenge here? How did it relate to you?
Well, it's up to you. I don't know kasi sorry, I do not look at the Momo challenge. No? Probably I don't even look at the Facebook kasi wala ako yan. Yung Momo challenge actually, it has been also involved in some issues also. No? Yung mga bata. Remember, there was a child also that committed suicide because of that Momo challenge. No? I think there was an issue of ganyan before. That's why tayo mga magulang, no, we would like to warn our parents to make sure yung mga anak nila titignan kung ano yung pinapanood sa social media, no, sa internet. Kasi kung ano na ang lumalabas sa internet ngayon that we have no control of.
Last two questions.
Sir, other than the conviction of the suspect, was there an actual eyewitness to the crime?
None. That's why we have to go properly with confession, because if you will see sa declaration niya, no eyewitness during how he killed it. However, yung mga dinaanan nila, kung saan-saan, sinabi niya, yes.
Yung doon sa I'm sure doon sa chapel, doon sa church, pero nakakita yan. So we want to ask the public for their cooperation kung sino man ang nakakita during the time na nakita sila doon sa chapel and after, no? Doon sa after the incident. Later on, there will be some witnesses that will come out. But of course, sabi ko nga, with the evidence that we have, the CCTV, no? At of course, we're waiting, and of course, yung kanyang extrajudicial confession, that accordingly is consistent, very consistent. And we will be made to undergo neurotest also to make sure na hindi siya may problema yung kanyang pag-iisip.
Yes.
Sa CCTV.
Thank you. Last question from the PIA.
PNP po, sir. Sir, as Chief PNP, what message can you give to the general public, considering that the suspect confessed that he is a drug user?
So once again, no, ito yung sinasabi natin that most of the crimes that are being committed have roots from the use of illegal drugs. No? And this has been what has been our president has been saying for so many times already na ito nga problema natin sa illegal na droga. That's why we have these heinous crimes that are being committed by ordinary people. No? Walang magawa sa buhay, na walang magawa kundi gumamit ng illegal na droga. And ang trabaho niya, pag wala siyang pang drugs, small time hold up. No? Pang hold up siya, benta yung hold up, then bili ng illegal na droga. Sabi ko nga, not an ordinary criminal can ever do that. Kaya inamin niya, talagang nasa high na high siya during that time. High na high siya during that time. He was highly under the influence of illegal drugs during the incident.
Thank you very much. That ends the press con at mabuhay tayong lahat.
That wraps the press con regarding the 43-year-old suspect.
Llenes ang nasumpay. Abi na kami siya ng Llenes.
Pero not everybody. You should be assisted by those who uniform. Remember that. Those who uniform. They should be assisted by people in uniform. Hindi po pwedeng basta lahat sila nakamas. Especially sure if you are rendering deserve mo yung services sa ayan yung yes, meron tayo kasi mga tinatawag na mga services that we have to protect also their identities. Remember that. Otherwise, kung i-expose natin lahat ng mga bad tips natin, sulong na lang. Not all. Kasi remember, it's also the right of that person na malaman kung sino ang mataresto. Remember, that's in the Constitution. Right? Sasabihin mo yung Miranda, aso yung tao? Wala pa din naman nasa kanya yun. Local chief executive. So, kaya wala ko sa wala siya. That's another thing. Yung mga ginagamit natin asset. Remember not all assets are police assets or regular police personnel. So kailangan natin baka yung nakikita nila ay yung mga assets natin. Na hindi natin pwede ilabas yung kanilang identity. Otherwise, pwede silang balikan. Remember, we're dealing with syndicates here. No? Pwede silang magawa din naman sila. Kung may expose ka nila. And also, yung wala ba tayo na certain place. So every time na makita sila, wala tayo probably these are all old supplies. Yung mga noon pa, at ngayon lang natin nakukuha. Because we have this relentless war in Albayalde. Of course, yung recovery lang natin ng that shows yung determination ng ating mga kapulisan dito sa PRO7 to beat this whole region of illegal drugs.
So yung Negas 14, kamusta ba yung investigation natin?
It's still ongoing. Kanina, kinausap ko na yung mga para hindi naman sila marunong at explain natin kung ano talaga ang in-explain ko sa kanila kung ano talaga ang purpose ng temporary administrative relief nila. Naintindihan naman nila. This is all to pave the way for an impartial investigation. Kung makita naman natin wala talaga kasalanan ang virus ko, pinakulis ko yung bakit dun sa ayaw naman natin mag-condemn yung natin without an impartial investigation.
Sir, may mga paruhin sa Mandawi sir na
We will update for the Thank you very much. Thank you. Baka maiwan ko din
Dari yung microphone ni Kuan.
That's unfair naman siguro na ito agad yung expertise yan ng financial or legal na isang sindikato.
Ang mga parents din ng buwan.
Pa-interview pa si RD?
Pamilis na pa.
Pa-interview pa na? Pa-interview pa lang.
Pero sabay agas convoy, dili na siya.
Cut na ka. Cut na ko. So, to recap, a summary of what transpired, the 43-year-old suspect Renato Llenes was presented earlier. He confessed to committing the crime and told it in detail. Chief Oscar Albayalde said that the case may be considered solved but never closed. To have a more comprehensive report on what happened earlier, you may tune in to News Bits tonight at Sunstar Cebu's official Facebook page, and News Bits sa Super Balita Cebu. Thank you for tuning in.